Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 26, 2025. My name is Dadisi Najib. I am the hearing officer for San Francisco Public Works, and we have clerking for us, Miss Mary Bell. It's Henson, right? This hearing is being recorded via Zoom and will be available afterward through a link on the San Francisco Public Works website, sfpublicworks.org. As this is a virtual hearing, there is no sign-in sheet. So if you would like to receive information about the results of this hearing, please send an email to the email address listed on the hearing notice. This public hearing is being held to consider two items, well, three including public comment, but the additional two items are hearing order 211480 to consider a request for a major street encroachment permit at 150 Bronte Avenue for the construction and maintenance of a 20-foot private sewer lateral, five 4-foot retaining walls, and three wooden posts, as well as a 6-inch vertical curb within the public right-of-way. The second hearing order number 211501 to consider a request from Downtown SF Partnership for a Tier 3 Love Our Neighborhoods permit to install and maintain one non-commercial sign, two modular seating areas, and 15 interpretive signage occupying the public right-of-way within Robert Frost Plaza. For hearing order number 211480, individuals unable to participate in the video conference may submit written comments for the subject matter to Shannon Doe by mail at 40. Oh, I'm sorry, this was past due. So does this still apply right now, Mary Bell? No comment? Are you there? I can't hear anything. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and continue. My job as the hearing officer is to gather the facts for the hearing item, listen to your testimonies, and help our Director of Public Works make determinations. I will not be making any decisions today. Instead, I will forward the findings from this hearing and make my recommendations to the director. And the director will make the final decision. Once the director's determinations are made, the department will notify you of them if you have provided your contact information. The hearing will proceed as follows for these three items. I will ask Public Works staff to speak first and present the case. There's no time limit for this presentation. I will then allow the property owner or appellant or applicant to speak. Then any member of the public or witness who wants to speak. Each speaker will have up to 3 minutes, and our clerk will monitor the time for all speakers and will indicate when the speaker has 30 seconds left. If you are a party to this proceeding, I will call on you to speak. If you would like to use visual materials in your presentation, please let me know before you speak. You will then have the standard 3 minutes to provide your comments. If you are a member of the public or witness who wants to speak, wait for me to call for public comments and then use Zoom's raise your hand feature if you're on a computer to put yourself in the queue to speak. If you are dialing in on your phone, dial *9 to indicate you're raising your hand. When it is your turn to speak, I will recognize you. If on your phone and you're muted, press *6 to unmute yourself. So it's *9 to indicate you want to raise your hand, *6 to unmute yourself. If you'd like to use visual materials in your presentation, please let me know before you speak, and then you'll then have the standard 3 minutes to provide your comments. Comments and questions should be addressed to me and not to the department or the applicant. If you cannot finish your comments within the allotted time, you may submit written testimony to me by the end of this hearing, and if I feel a question is warranted, I will ask the question. After all comments are completed, I will close the item. At this time, we'll now begin the hearing, and I'd like to open the hearing to public comments. Members of the public may make comments on matters that are within the department's jurisdiction, but not on today's agenda. Are there any comments from the public at this time? Okay, if there are no public comments, I will close the public comment item, and then the first item on our agenda today is, sorry, 211480. Public Works, are you ready to make your presentation?
Yes, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So hello, my name is Shannon. I'm one of the plan checkers at Public Works Construction Permits. I'll be presenting on a major street encroachment proposal under 23 ME 00008 for the property at 150 Bronte Street under Public Works Order 211-480. So the subject property is on the western side of Bronte Street. It's a through street between Jarboe Avenues and Tompkins Avenue, block lot 1698009. As you can see it on this aerial view, it's fronting kind of a hillside dead end landscaping portion of the street, which we consider as unimproved and not per city standard. We have a street view showing this kind of dead end with this curb, trees, bollards, and the subject property at 150 Bronte is on the right side of the photo, and it's kind of behind all of this hillside. So this project is proposing several improvements, most of which are just typical improvements that would either be maintained under the fronting property owner or the city, just based on local and municipal codes. A few of those aren't, which is why we need this major encroachment. I'll just go through all of these improvements and then kind of single out which ones are going to be permitted under this major encroachment. So some of the improvements include, well, the most important thing is that the property needs to have vehicle access into their building, which is why they will need to kind of tear down this hillside and extend the street and the sidewalk for their driveway, so a vehicle can access their garage. By doing so, they're also going to be installing a catch basin at the new dead end of the street just for drainage. They'll be constructing a new kind of vertical curb and relocating the bollards and the trees to behind this newly extended road. Additionally, they'll be constructing 5 retaining walls kind of on the hillside, as well as providing a sewer lateral and water utilities for the building. The building is going to be a new structure, so they'll need these kind of facilities for their building. Again, most of these improvements are just typical improvements that would either be maintained by the property owner or the city. A few of them are going to be under the major encroachment. Let's see. Oh, this is just a side profile view of the retaining wall. And these are just the civil plans. The improvements that are going to be under the major encroachment are the retaining wall that's highlighted in yellow, the private utility, the sewer lateral, about 20 feet from the building, all the way up to like the center sewer main, as you can see on the lower right hand side of the utility plan, as well as the vertical curb going from the mid block of the street all the way up to the property, as well as bollards, the wooden bollards. So we have the civil plans on the top, a snippet of the structural plans on the left side, as well as utility plans on the right. So following our review process, we ask multiple agencies just to review anything that they might have issues with or if it impacts their facilities. This includes fire department, water department from PUC, wastewater from PUC, urban forestry for the planting. We had our structural team of engineers review the retaining walls and the hydraulics team to review drainage. Additionally, we have a general plan referral letter from SF Planning, as well as MTA's task meeting minutes and a directive order to remove the parking at the end of the street. Here's just a snippet of the final letter and meeting minutes from the task Transportation Advisory Staff Committee from MTA. Okay. So once we've got all of the approvals from all the agencies, no one has any other issues, there's no more comments, we can move forward to public notification. The project team sent out the hearing notice on March 10th, following our codes and requirements, as well as posted the letters where you can see along the block starred here on the right. During the notification time, we only got one comment, and they only brought concerns about parking at the end of the street, loss of parking. Unfortunately, it just logistically, the parking needs to be removed just for access into the building. And I believe MTA already had their traffic division review and approve this. Yeah, so currently we're just waiting for the decision on the public hearing, as well as pending maintenance and liability agreement before moving forward to the Board of Supervisors. And that ends my presentation. If anyone has any questions, please let me know.
Hi, Shannon. This is Dadisi Najib, hearing officer for today. How many parking spaces, public parking spaces are lost? Do we know?
So for this particular project, it is a dead end, and I believe in MTA, legally the parking is not legalized. So even if there was an existing condition that may have happened, I think it was 2 or 3 spaces. MTA doesn't recognize that as parking. But to answer your question, probably 2 or 3 is going to be removed because both properties have garages that need to be accessed.
Okay, so it's just regular street parking.
Yeah, it's just regular street.
Not, okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you, Public Works, for your presentation. Is the applicant or appellant here to speak? You have 3 minutes to make your presentation. Are there any members of the public who wish to make comments?
Mr. Thomas
Yes.
Tooney,
Right.
are you be speaking as an appellant?
No, I'm representing the project sponsor.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tunney. Are you ready? You have 3 minutes.
Yes, thank you. Good morning, and thank you for holding this hearing. I'm Tom Tunney. I'm a land use attorney at Rubin, Junius and Rose. In San Francisco, I'm representing the project sponsor and have been, I and my team have been helping the project sponsors process their applications. We have our architect here as well for any questions, Mason Kirby. I want to first thank Shannon for all her work on our project. She's been really helpful to us. This has been in process for years, literally over 3 years longer, but just recently, several years, at least 2 years with these last entitlements. Shannon really captured everything in terms of the encroachment permit. I just wanted to clarify, this is a new single-family home where one doesn't exist. So an addition of a dwelling unit to the city's housing stock, which planning has been very supportive of that. As everyone knows, the city needs housing. I would just, those parking spaces, and if I think Mason's here and he could attest to this, aren't actually legal parking spaces. You know, this is the end of an alley the dead end street where people, would typically just sort of informally use as parking. But all of this that we're requesting is only to accommodate the single family home. It's an unusual, difficult site. Project sponsors took on a bit of a challenge to try to make this work, but they have put a lot of effort into this to do that. And these improvements are really just necessary because of the unique characteristics of the site. And the fact that there's no existing home there now. We're here to be available for any questions you may have. Our
You have
architect-
30 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you. Sure. I've already spoken too long, so forgive me. But our architect is here if you have any questions about the project itself, or we can show any images of the home or the improvements subject to the encroachment permit. Oh, and just lastly, we did submit a draft of the encroachment agreement and liability agreement, which we are happy to sign.
Thank you, Mr. Tooney.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary Bell. Are there, is there anyone else representing the
Oops.
project sponsors that wishes to speak? Mr. Tooney, thank you for your comments. I don't have any questions for the architect. He's welcome to make comments if he likes, but I don't have any questions for him at this time. Are there any members of the public, any members of the public who wish to make comments about this item? Someone has their hand raised.
Just one moment, please.
Okay,
No, I'm confirming, Officer Najib, there are no hands raised
okay,
or any comments at this time.
okay, great. Go ahead.
Mr. Tunney would like to make another comment. I don't know if you want to extend.
Oh, someone, it looks like there's an Aaron who wanted to know how long is the anticipated project?
Sorry, yeah, I didn't,
Okay.
there's the hands raised, but that is a question in the chat.
Shannon,
Would
can you answer that? Who can answer that question?
I think someone on the project team side could probably answer it.
Okay. I'll allow Mr. Tooney if he can respond to that. Can we unmute Mr. Tooney?
Yeah.
You're unmuted, Mr. Tooney.
Mr.
Hi.
Tooney, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just raising my hand because I saw that question.
Mhm.
I'd ask if I could have our architect answer
Mr.
that
Mason?
question.
Okay, that's
Yes.
fine.
Yes,
That'll be
please.
fine.
Thank you.
You can answer that question, Mr. Mason.
Mr. Mason?
I thought I saw Mr. Mason. Is it
Did you
Aaron?
see him? Mason Kirby,
Mason Kirby, sorry.
that's his name. Yes.
Okay.
Unmute. Thank you very much. You're able to hear me?
Yes.
Pardon me. Thank you very much. Specifically, Shannon, it's nice to see your face. We've been working a while on this, so thanks for your support. It is our expectation regarding the length of construction for the site improvements that they would be handled, frankly, in an ex post haste manner. So I'm thinking I don't have any specific recommendations for how long the construction activity would occur. But I'm imagining that it is a month or two, essentially, not years, if that makes, not weeks. So
So 1 to 2 months to complete the project.
correct.
Okay, thank you. Did you have any other comments to make or share since you have 3 minutes? Mr. Kirby?
Mute. Sorry, no other comments. If you have
Okay.
questions, happy to help. But again, Shannon, thank you for your support.
Okay. Kudos all around for Shannon. Thank you, Mr. Kirby. I appreciate your contribution to the hearing today and answering that question. Are there any other members of the public who wish to make comments about this item 211480 before we put it to rest? Okie dokie. Well,
I
if there-
see no, oh, sorry,
Oh.
Officer Najib, there are no hands raised at this time.
Okay, thank you so much, Mary Bell. So if there are no more comments for this item, I will now close this item and make my recommendations to the director. And next up, we'll be calling for order number 211501. Public Works, are you ready to make your presentation?
Hi, my name's Teresa. I'll be representing the department on the Love Our Neighborhoods permit at Robert Frost Plaza. I will share my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oops. Okay. So, Public Works is proposing hold on. Let's see. Let's get this up. Public Works is proposing a Love Our Neighborhoods Tier 3 permit number 25 ME0006 with an applicant. The applicant is Downtown SF Partnership. It's the Downtown Community Benefits District at Robert Frost Plaza. The background on the permit is the Downtown SF Partnership approached DPW with a proposal to reimagine the pedestrian space at Robert Frost Plaza in December of 2024. The permit application was formally submitted in February 11th, 2025. So this permit was expedited, and it is our first actual Love Our Neighborhoods permit that has gone through a hearing process. And so that's pretty exciting for Public Works. The permit analyst for my review was completed on February 14th, and the DPW engineering team issued their approval on February 27th of this year. The hearing was initially scheduled for February 26th, but was postponed in order to gather additional information. The Downtown SF Partnership posted a hearing notice to Robert Frost Plaza and mailed a hearing notice to all property owners on record within 300 feet of the proposed permit location, March 13th. Photos of the posting were provided March 13th, so they got the posting photos to us and affidavit the same day. And they provided they provided notice to us of the affidavit on the following Monday, indicating that the mailing and the posting was done on the 13th. We've had interdepartmental support on this permit review, including SF Planning, who I believe is here today. Maria de Ava is here, I believe, in the waiting room. And they confirmed that the structural elements meet planning code under the requirements definition of a non-commercial sign, and provided mailing notification support and agency coordination. SFMTA provided support in the site review and authorization, confirming permit elements do not impede their transit operations, and authorized use of MTA bollards for proposed placards. Here's some photo simulations of what the completed project would look like. So there's some photo renderings. And these were provided by the Downtown SF Partnership, and this is what the reimagined space will look like. As you can see, there's 2 pedestrian seating areas. There's a structural element, which is a non-commercial sign, and you can kind of see the color relief one and the non-color relief signs. This is the proposed project scope and site plan, so you can kind of see where the elements are going to be placed and the clearances. So the design elements are going to include 2 structural seating elements, one over here on the north side of the plaza and one over here kind of in the center of the plaza. There will also be a structural sign installation, which is right here, which is going to measure 16 feet long, 4 feet wide, and at the end of the cable car terminus right here. And there will be 15 distinct placards that are going to be placed on the MTA bollards. Again, MTA has provided us authorization to use their bollards. And again, this is the design of one of the seating areas, and this is the design of the other seating areas. And you can see a relief of the non-structural sign. I mean, the structural sign, excuse me. So the scope of our permit reviews. So my review included the applicant's eligibility under the BOS legislation, mainly that they were a cultural benefits district, a community benefits district, compliance with federal and state, local law, and municipal code. I also did a site plan review for required clearances. And we did verification of mailing and posting, budget, the major encroachment agreement, and maintenance and liability agreement. The DPW's engineering team review included maximum wind load capacity, seismic stability, and sliding and uplift resistance. Here's the structural design elements, structural sign design installation. So you can get an idea of what it's going to look like from the frontal view. It's going to be 16 feet long by 7 feet 6 inches tall. And you can get an idea of what it's going to look like looking from the frontal view. And this is what it's going to look like from the side view. And it's going to be 4 feet wide. So this is what the actual sign is going to look like. And again, it's a non-commercial sign. It's intended to be kind of an Instagrammable sign so people can use it as a photo op. The module seating areas, there's going to be two separate seating areas with different layouts, and they're going to be kind of these modular bases with different heights. So these are kind of the different heights that we're going to have, and these are going to be the top view of what they're going to be look like. So there's going to be little plaques, wooden plaques like that. They're going to be different colors. And they will have varying heights and varying colors to put some color variations in. There will be adjustments made to design so that those with disabilities can equally access the community areas. The bollard information displays will look somewhat like this, and the information displayed on each placard will be different. So there'll be 15 individual full color informational displays, displaying informational neighborhood information, visitor information, cultural information, historical information, location information. The signs will be maintained by the Downtown SF Partnership, and the installation is supported by the SFMTA. They have approved the brackets for the installation, and they have approved use of the bollards. So this is kind of a sample mock-up of what the placards may look like. But the actual information to be displayed is subject to approval by city agencies. And final comments. As of March 25th, and as of yesterday, actually, we have not received any protests or comments. The permit is being issued at risk, which just means we haven't signed the maintenance and liability agreement, and that's basically because the city attorney hasn't provided the exact language that he wants for this. So that's per the direction of the city attorney. And if you have any follow-up questions, feel free to send me those questions. I'd be happy to answer them now. Or Logan can also answer them. He's the management assistant who is coordinating the program. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me now.
I don't have any questions for you, Teresa. Thank you so much for your presentation. Are there any hands raised or questions? No, don't see anyone. Okay, thank you, Public Works, for your presentation. Is the
Oh, we have
applicant present?
Officer Najib Maria Del Alba has raised their hand, and also Franco, Mr. Ferraro, who is a member of the Downtown SF Partnership.
Okay, we'll call on Maria first and then Franco.
Okay.
Okay.
And Maria, you have 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for hearing this item today. My name is Maria de Alva, and I'm a senior planner in the citywide division of the planning department. And I'm here today representing the Ground Play program. This is a city program that works with San Franciscans and community organizations to quickly turn underused public spaces into joyful community spaces with a fraction of the cost of what a capital improvement might be. And I have been working with the Downtown SF Partnership on this project for a little bit over a year now, and as a point of contact with the city. And I just wanted to say a few words about the process and just really thank our interagency partners. So first off, we're really grateful for Public Works staff, especially Logan and Theresa, for guiding us through this permitting process. As you mentioned, it's the first time that we're using this Love Our Neighborhoods permit and its intricate details. So with this tier 3, it has definitely been a learning experience both for city staff and for our community partners, because the scale of this project requires significant agency coordination, and not only because that site at Robert Frost Plaza crosses multiple jurisdictions, including BART, but also due to the creative vision of our partners at the CBD Downtown Partnership, and who continue to champion these innovative public space activations. And alongside them, the Office of Economic and Workforce Development has been a key partner in downtown recovery efforts, managing the programs that make projects like this possible. I believe my colleague Susana Kunin-Nakano is here today as well. And then another aspect of this project that was really exciting for us to focus on is celebrating the California cable car. And initially, we weren't sure how to incorporate this element, but with the help of multiple divisions at SFMTA, we were able to develop a way to bring this vision to life, and their coordination has really been invaluable in shaping this activation, as Teresa mentioned. And finally, I really just want to recognize Downtown
Thank you.
SF
You have 30
Partnership.
seconds.
Thank you for their dedication at every stage of this process. They have really met every challenge with flexibility and creativity, and their commitment to enhancing public spaces they have been just outstanding partners. And I think it's crucial for the city to continue recognizing and supporting our community partners, our community benefit districts, so that we can continue together to deliver these types of projects, events, and activations all across the neighborhoods in the city. So thank you so much for your time and support. And we look forward to moving this project forward.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria. We really appreciate that, your comments. Next up, Mr. Ferraro.
Hello.
Mr. Farrar, yes?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone. Good morning. Thanks for holding this hearing. I just wanted to express my gratitude to all the departments that have been involved in this process. It has been an interesting multi-year and multi-organizational collaboration. I'm very happy with the result of this project, and I wanted to communicate that this project is expected to have a powerful impact on downtown's revitalization, and will promote people staying downtown and enhancing the city's gateway experience, as you have seen on Teresa's presentation. And keeping it short and sweet, I just wanted to celebrate DPW's Love Our Neighborhood process. For us as a CBD, it has been very seamless and very easy to use, very easy to upload all the information we needed to upload. We have been really impressed with the process. And again, I just wanted to express my gratitude to everyone, to SFMTA, to DPW, to SF Planning, especially to Maria, who has been an invaluable teammate along this process, and to OEWD for all the support as usual. So thank you very much for this, and looking forward to get this going. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ferraro. Are there any other members of the public that wish to make comments on this item? Okay, are there any members of any public comments on any item on the agenda? If you've spoken, you won't be allowed to speak again. This is for those who may have come in late, joined us late, or who didn't get a chance to speak.
Officer Najib, I'd like to confirm there are no raised hands at this time and
Okay.
no questions in the chat.
Thank you, Mary Bell. Well, if there are no more public comments, I'm closing today's hearing. This hearing is now closed. Thank you, everyone, for your participation. Thank you, Mary Bell Hanson, for your clerking duties and presentations by Teresa and, oh my goodness, our other young lady, Shannon from Permits. Thank you, everyone. So I'll be making my recommendations to Director Carla Short by the end of the week. So if you've left your contact information, you'll have that. Thank you. This hearing is closed.
Thank you. I will be stopping the recording at this time.
Thank you.